Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for January 28, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue to escalate, with the U.S. withdrawing from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action and Iran ramping up its nuclear program. The situation remains volatile, with both sides calling for diplomacy while preparing for potential conflict. Secondly, the situation in Venezuela has sparked debate among lawmakers, with some pushing for a war powers resolution to limit further strikes against the country. The U.S. military buildup around Venezuela has raised concerns about potential war crimes, and the handling of survivors has been criticized. Lastly, former Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki's potential return to power has sparked controversy, particularly in the United States. President Trump has expressed disapproval, stating that if al-Maliki is elected, the U.S. will no longer provide support to Iraq. Al-Maliki's ties to Iran have raised concerns about the country's sovereignty and stability. These stories highlight the complexities of global politics and international relations. The AI Daily Press remains committed to bringing you fair and balanced reporting, free from bias. We'll continue to monitor developments in these regions and provide updates as more information becomes available. Good night and good luck. And that's all. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. Firstly, we've been following the developments in international relations, particularly between the United Kingdom and Rwanda. The two countries have been at odds over a migration deal that was signed to allow Britain to pay Rwanda to take in migrants who had arrived illegally in the UK. However, due to legal challenges, only 4 people were sent voluntarily to Rwanda under this scheme. Recently, Rwanda filed an arbitration case against the UK over the cancellation of this asylum deal by Prime Minister Keir Starmer in 2023, seeking compensation for breach of financial arrangements. In another story, we've been covering the aftermath of a severe winter storm that hit the United States, claiming dozens of lives and leaving many without power. The federal government has pledged support to affected areas, with relief efforts underway to assist those in need. Lastly, we've also been reporting on a devastating landslide in Sicily, Italy, triggered by heavy rains from Cyclone Harry, which caused significant damage and forced the evacuation of over 1,000 people. Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni visited the affected area, promising support for those displaced and acknowledging the need for long-term solutions to prevent such disasters in the future. These stories highlight the complexities of international agreements, migration policies, and the urgent need for sustainable development and disaster preparedness. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to bringing you comprehensive coverage and insightful analysis of global events. Good night and stay informed with the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. In our latest series of articles, we've been covering some significant developments in the world of finance and business. Firstly, we explored the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision, which is expected to hold steady despite pressure from the White House to lower rates. This move has far-reaching implications for the U.S. economy and will continue to monitor the situation closely. We also delved into the world of coffee, where Starbucks has reported a return to sales growth. However, the company still faces challenges such as earnings contraction and stock shortages, which highlight the importance of getting the basics right even for successful businesses. Lastly, we touched on the ongoing clash between the Federal Reserve and the White House, which raises concerns about central bank independence. Our analysis suggests that this development has sparked debate about the potential risks of years-long inflation fueled by a rise in consumer demand. As we always say, don't panic just yet, but it's essential to remain informed and up-to-date on these complex economic issues. We'll continue to provide in-depth analysis and insights to help you navigate these challenging times. Good night and good luck. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, Scientists have made significant strides in quantum computing, creating the most complex time crystal yet inside a quantum computer using an IBM superconducting quantum computer. This breakthrough has major implications for our understanding of complex materials and could potentially lead to the design of new materials with unique properties. Secondly, astronomers at the European Space Agency have used artificial intelligence to scan through millions of images from the Hubble Legacy Archive, discovering over 20,000 anomalous objects that had never been seen before. These objects include galaxies with unusual shapes and edge-on planet-forming disks in our own galaxy. Lastly, we're looking forward to the future of space exploration, where collaboration between humans and machines will play a crucial role in accelerating our understanding of the cosmos. The LISA telescope is set to launch soon, which will allow us to study gravitational waves in unprecedented detail, while NASA's Artemis program aims to return humans to the lunar surface by 2024. These stories represent just a few examples of the incredible advancements being made in science and technology today. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, we can expect to see even more innovative breakthroughs and discoveries that will shape our understanding of the universe and drive innovation. Keep looking up at those stars and wondering what secrets they hold. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've been following Free Major now for the latest in travel and human interest. Here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we visited the world of music festivals, where a new era of immersive experiences is being created through the use of cutting-edge technologies like augmented reality and 3D audio. We saw how these innovations are redefining the way we interact with music and each other. Next, we delved into the realm of artificial intelligence, where agentic AI is revolutionizing the way organizations operate. By delegating tasks to intelligent assistants, companies can free up time for more meaningful work, cultivate innovation, and achieve error-free progress updates. Lastly, we examined the future of work in an AI-driven economy. As automation transforms industries, it's essential to strike a balance between technology and human values like empathy, creativity, and critical thinking. By investing in education and retraining programs, businesses can ensure their employees thrive in this new landscape. These stories represent just a few examples of the exciting developments shaping our world today. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to explore the latest advancements and innovations that are changing the way we live, work, and interact with each other. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest celebrity news? I mean, it's been a wild week, folks. Let's start with Rihanna, the queen of music, fashion, and beauty. We're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of her iconic album Anti, and I'm still obsessed with Umbrella and Love on the Brain. But what's really impressive is how she's used her platform to promote inclusivity and diversity in the industry. I mean, Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty are game changers. And then there's the drama between Ryan Reynolds and that embattled director, Colleen Hoover. I don't know about you, but I'm Team Ryan all the way. His statement was everything, and I love how he's standing up for his wife, Blake Lively. Wait, no, it's actually for Rihanna, just kidding. But seriously, this feud is getting juicier by the minute. Last but not least, we've got the breakup of reality TV stars Amanda Batula and Kyle Cook. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, who are they again? But trust me, their split is making waves in the Summer House fandom. It's actually kind of sweet how they're prioritizing their own happiness, even if it means ending their marriage. Can we take a moment to talk about the real tea, though? What's going on with these celebrities and their love lives? Is it just me, or does it seem like everyone's getting divorced or feuding with each other? Maybe I'm just too invested in their drama. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we looked at the innovative approach by the National Trust in the UK, where old barges were repurposed and sunk in the Blackwater estuary to create a new island habitat for endangered bird species. This bold marine engineering feat not only provides a safe refuge for birds such as dunlin, curlew, and lapwing, but also helps reduce erosion and protect vital salt marsh ecosystems. Secondly, we discuss Scotland's groundbreaking decision to make swift bricks mandatory in all new dwellings, aiming to help cavity-nesting birds like swifts, sparrows, and starlings. This move follows successful examples from Gibraltar and highlights the importance of collective action to stem the decline of these bird populations. Lastly, we touched on the urgent issue of biodiversity loss, particularly in relation to bird populations. The Scottish Parliament's decision serves as a beacon of hope, and campaigners are now calling for similar legislation to be adopted in other parts of the UK. These stories remind us of the power of human ingenuity and collaboration in addressing environmental challenges. As we move forward in an era marked by significant ecological change, initiatives like these serve as testaments to what can be achieved when we work together towards a common goal of protecting our planet. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Atenicha for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.